So this is an incredible job with a terrible job description. I mean, this goes back to, it could have been written in the 1950s to describe something that IBM would want. But when you actually look at what Harvard is doing in sustainability, it's just, well, first of all, you realize that they could use a communications officer because I follow sustainability at Boston and Harvard, I thought fairly closely, and I just totally wasn't up to speed with what they're doing. But that job description really highlights, what I think is just so disastrous about how universities like Harvard and MIT communicate sustainability. But first, let's talk about the extraordinary things they're doing. So the first one is you can see here on when you come here to this progress report. And please, okay, we'll come back to what communications is doing wrong. But so this page right here, this is, I love this. So they describe what their progress, they describe their goals. That is so powerful to show that they've already started the work and making progress in this area. That's the crunch. Anyone can get started. Anyone can announce stuff. But to actually begin working towards something, announce it, and then face the challenge of reaching those goals, good luck to MIT to come up with something this powerful and this strong. So this was another piece of it, that they begin to show the data of it. This is a problem with the communications. I'm not crazy about having to partner with an external thing. I think that dilutes the whole control of it. But nonetheless, this is the data, and that's what you need to communicate to begin making progress in those with those goals. So as far as I can tell, I think this is Heather Henriksen. She's the managing director, and until yesterday, I didn't know her work. I didn't know this, but so she's been at the sustainability at Harvard, chief sustainability officer since 2008. So that's 10 years, and that's what goes into these kinds of achievements, that kind of groundwork, that kind of continuity, and only that. It can't be someone who bops in a year ago and is going to put together something. This is groundwork, and this is the fundamental piece. So I just think that's great. But and when you look at her Twitter thing, so March 1st, someone who actually communicates, who's engaged, who brings in topics from, so yeah. And then other things, when you go to her bio, there was an interview with her in Harvard Magazine where she talked about the Berkeley newsletter and that impulse for universities to communicate their research. I used to subscribe to the Berkeley newsletter. I used to subscribe to Tufts' similar nutritional newsletter and bought their books. That's exactly what universities need to get back to in terms of engaging and communicating around this. So kudos. It's the platform that's letting them down. And when you read the job description, this is all about the limitations of the platform. So all these these sites at Harvard, they're all Drupal, and that's phenomenal. It's exactly right. But Drupal 8. So Harvard is making piecemeal progress towards it. The Center for the Environment is a Drupal 7 site. And so that's exactly right. But they've hit a wall, and they're making this piecemeal progress with it. No, not progress, piecemeal something. But it's the platform that is getting in the way, has already, but will continue, and it will become an increasingly serious problem. And that job description has no glimpse of it. It's looking for someone to advertise and communicate the work they're doing. And communications is sustainability. It's not about communicating research. The tools of communication that's the limiting factor going on in sustainability right now. It's not like we're waiting for some discovery. It's about building consensus and community. So this is about the platform.